MMO is short from Munter Mule Overhang. Okay, so there are three nuts together, and like we were talking, friction is the Munter, mule is the tie-off, and overhang is like backup, it's safety. Okay?
Munter Mule Overhang.
What we're gonna do?
Overhand.
We're gonna do Munter. Everyone remember Munter, right? We're gonna do two loops, and then we're gonna put them together. I'm gonna put it over a carabiner, lock it off.
So I want to point out right off the bat, she's tying this on the rappel side,
Yes.
not the bag side,
Yes.
which is opposite from the figure eight.
Okay, so like I said, this is the system where it works on the repelling side. That's the only system. And it's very important is to separate the quick link and the carabiner, okay? If you separate this like right on the beginning, you're gonna remember which piece you should be rigging with. If you don't do that, you're gonna get confused. If you don't pull that slack right here, you're gonna make it wrong, okay? So make sure you separate them and you pull that slack right here, and we're gonna be rigging with this slack. Okay, so we have a Munter here. We're gonna make sure it's rigged properly first to repel, and then we're gonna do overhang right here.
Right. How do you rig it in properly?
So improperly it's gonna be this way. So you see how it's facing this side of the rope instead of this one? You guys see that?
Yes.
So I like to think of it as the tongue. The tongue is sticking out towards your rappel.
That is a cool thing. Okay. So now we're gonna do the overhang, right? So I'm gonna take my hand under and I'm gonna twist it.
Oh yeah, she needs
And
you
I'm
need the
gonna
mule. You're doing the mule.
under mule, yes, not overhang. Thank you. Yes. So I'm gonna do the mule here. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure I cinch it to the top. Okay, it's close because every inch right here is gonna give him extra slack, and we don't want that. Okay, you're not hanging yet because I didn't tie it. I'm just saying, like if you hang on it, it's gonna pull you down. Okay, so you make sure that there's like no slack in here. Okay.
In between the Munter and the mule.
Yes.
You want them right against each other.
And then we're just gonna do overhang here, okay? And that's your backup. And this is properly rigged, okay? Okay? And I'm gonna undo this one because this one is not doing anything, right? Okay, and now I like to just hold on to it and I'm gonna start pulling, okay? And when I'm really close, I'm like, you're gonna feel the pop, okay? And I'm gonna just pull it. Okay? And then we're gonna just start releasing him down.
Yay!
Okay? And then same, we have to tie it off again. Okay, so again, I'm gonna just do that loop here, mule. Okay? I'm gonna cinch it to the top. And he's gonna be lowering right here. Okay? And then we're gonna do the overhang here. And he's tied off again. So that's why you're gonna know which side you are rigging with. Okay? Because people get confused and they don't do that. And then they rig with this. Sometimes people get confused and they rig tie with that. We cannot ever tie with that piece. We tie over that piece because that's our repelling piece. And if we want to lower the person, then this piece has to be free. Okay? Everything is tied on it, but it's not tied with it. Okay? So that's a very important piece to remember. Okay? So who wants to be fierce? The rope too at the same time, right? Because the rope goes over the rack and probably touching other racks over there. So every time when the rope is touching the rack, it's adding friction to your rope. So it's gonna be harder for you to pull, right? So I will not even bother with that. I'm gonna do the shift at the time, okay? So this is how I like to differentiate, like which one I'm gonna do for lift or which one I'm gonna do for shift, okay? So is there a figure eight on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna be my patient again or someone else wants to take her place? You ready?
I don't care either way.
Okay. Volunteers going once?
Oh,
going
to be
twice? Oh, you want to be a patient? Perfect.
Yeah.
So maybe Tori is gonna represent. We need another rope. Okay, we have another rope. And Tori, you want to take it over?
Yes.
So we're gonna start with
Figure 8
On
on
the
a
bite.
bite.
halfway. Why?
Okay. Then I'm gonna hook it into the shovel. Kasia, does it matter which side? I guess I probably don't want to be in between. Does it matter if the bean is on this side or
No,
this
it
side?
doesn't.
Okay. So I've got my figure 8 on a bite, and I'm gonna send a loop of rope down to her for her to hook into her belay loop. So I'm gonna send her a carabiner, and I'm gonna say, hey, you're gonna see a carabiner, and I want you to hook it into your belay loop. So I'll kind of toss it over the edge or kind of shimmy it.
So when you guys do that, I need you to like make sure that the person is aware of it. Then you guys are sending the carabiner, and they kind of cover the head and the face, so they don't get hit in the face with the carabiner. Okay? So make sure that the person is aware of it and is sending the carabiner. Okay?
So I can't see her theoretically. I might be able to, but I'll say, is the carabiner in your belay loop?
It is.
Is it locked?
What's that mean?
Can you lock the carabiner, please?
Know what it means when you're on rappel.
I'm pretending like I just got hit.
So
in the
you
head
should
with
not be
something.
here if you
Yes.
don't know what the carabiner is locked.
So because I know I'm small, I know that I'm probably not going to be able to hold someone just with my hands. So I like to put it into my harness, and I'll say, okay, Bridget, I'm going to lift you on the green rope so that you can fix the orange rope. And I'm going to hold you until you're ready.
So you're going
so-
to get help doing that, obviously.
So lift,
Not theoretically. I don't think.
lift, it's like when someone is close and you can just pull them slightly.
Okay.
If someone is lower and heavier, and then you're not gonna be able to do that. So you have to choose your rescue way. Okay. So this is how we're teaching a lift. So lift, it's you're gonna just lift the person slightly.
So I'm really, in a normal situation, I would really just like sit back and pull her, lean into it, Bridget.
Just sit in the
Well,
heart.
lean on the orange,
Okay.
and then I should be able to just sit
Okay.
and pull her so that this is slack, and she can fix whatever's in her belay device, and then,
Yes, you repeat.
so I'll say, is the orange ready to go? Is the orange rope okay?
Yes.
Can you get back on your belay device?
Yes.
Is
I
your
am
belay device
back on
locked
belay.
off?
Yes, it is locked.
Because if she's getting hair out of it, she's probably undoing the lock. So you always, as the person, you want to make sure she's locked back on. So then I'll say, okay, I'm going to lower you back onto the orange rope. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'll say, okay, can you unhook the black carabiner from your belay device?
Before you do that, so because we are women, that's how Tori was representing. Because we are women, our weight is in the hips. That's why we can like sit in it, and that's how we can hold on to the rope. When you're a guy, your weight is like right here, so you can totally hold on to the rope with your hands, right? So the guy could most likely do like this, and he will be totally fine. Okay, and also like sometimes you can take BT, or I'm just gonna do basic because it's faster for me. Okay, you can just attach this here. Okay, and you can hold on the handle right here because it's easier, right? So there's like many ways how you can lift the person because the person just needs a small lift. Okay, and it can fix the problem. Okay, so this is the lift. You just like slightly lifting a person up. And like I said, like we are women, so we like to use our hips because that's where our weight is. But for guys, it will be probably, you know, the muscles, right? So we are just all different. You have to see what works for you.
So same thing, I'm gonna start by sending them a beaner on a figure 8 on a bite.
Yeah.
Because, so with lift, I attached it here. Shift is different. Shift, I'm gonna send this down.
Yes.
So I'm gonna send it down to Bridget and say, I need you to put this carabiner into your belay loop.
I'll do that.
This is where I would rig a third hand. Or have a free hands-free backup. So now I'm going to rig another releasable block on this rope. And I'm gonna do an MMO into the shelf. So,
And if you don't remember how to do MMO, you're just gonna take another figure 8 from someone else, okay? But you have to make sure that both systems are releasable. Because we're gonna be shifting the weight from one rope to another. Okay?
I'm gonna pull this up. Oh, wrong one.
So when you're rigging it, you wanna make sure you take all the slack out as much as you can.
This guy?
Yeah. Because you have to lower the person that much extra. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yep.
Perfect.
There's my Munter. This one. Yeah. Okay, so I've got her on releasable. My mule looks good.
Okay.
This beaner's locked.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna release her, and I need a safety. I need a hands-free backup. So, should I ask for someone?
You can
Or
ask
should I
for
rig
someone.
one?
Yeah, you can ask. Sure, you have people here.
Okay, Beth, can you be my backup? You're just gonna hold this guy. So I'm gonna tell Bridget, I'm going to release the orange rope so that you're gonna be weighted on the green rope. So
Am I gonna fall onto the green rope? Or am I gonna...
So we're gonna be shifting.
Yeah.
We're gonna be shifting the weight from here because that's where your weight is.
Is it a...
And we're gonna be shifting to this one. So that's where you can undo this device and you can fix wherever was broken here.
I mean, like when she shifts me, is it gonna be
it's
gradual?
not gonna be abrupt. It'll be slow.
It's slow, yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we practice the releasable and releasing, so now we can actually use it in action.
Are you leaning on it? Okay.
So this is on an MMO, and she is on an 8. Okay.
Figure 8.
But depending on how you rigged it, they could both be MMOs. Is
Yes.
that right? Okay.
They can be. They just need to be
It's
releasable.
just a
Yes.
releasable.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Bridget, here's your pop. Now you're gonna be lowered onto the green rope.
It's very important to communicate with your patients so they know what's going on, and you want to make sure that they hang on the green rope and you feel the slack on the other one. Because if there's no slack, they cannot.
They can't fix their stuff.
Can I
Okay.
have a little
So I'll
more
say,
A
okay,
little bit more. There's
you're safe on the green rope.
more
Can you fix the orange rope?
slack.
That's good.
fixed?
Okay, is your squirrel locked off?
Yes.
Is your carabiner locked?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So do now?
Now I need to put this back on.
Yep.
So.
This is why we all practice that, so we already know, right?
And this guy's, well, I guess I don't need to be super. Can I be casual about this?
Yeah, you just don't want to leave too much slack, but yeah.
What do you mean casual?
Like when she's on rappel, obviously I'm like really making sure, but I can like let go of the rope and just do
Oh
this.
yeah, this is yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so now that this is ready, locked, I've inspected it, I'm gonna say, okay, now I'm gonna release this one. So Beth, can you be
What
my...
if you don't have a backup? What you gonna do?
So if I don't have a backup, I'm gonna rig VT Prusik.
Okay, can we see that?
You're always
so
tethered
when I
in.
say backup, I mean if I failed in releasing her, what would happen? But what Sterling was saying was that if I failed in releasing her, she's just going to go onto this one,
Right.
and that's fine. Meaning, does that make sense? Yeah. So I think in lift, if I failed holding her, what's my like? So the fact that I put it into this and I'm tied in here, that means yeah, if I fail, the equipment will still have her. But I could have also, if I knew I was just gonna hold her with my hands or just like wrap it around my waist or something, then I could rig a VT on this, hook it into the shelf so that if I do fail, she's not gonna fall.